Everybody, welcome back to EU5 and welcome to the video. I'm Christo, thanks for joining me. We're going to play as Genoa today. I think Genoa will be fun. They've got a pretty good trade empire to start with. Obviously some access over to the Black Sea, this is a subject. Some access to the Adriatic, the Aegean, as well as the Tyrrhenian here. We are 67% Ligurian. How do you say this? Sorry, Ligurian. Obviously some Corsicans, some Greeks over in our eastern bit, and some Piedmontese. Let's dive straight in, but first let me just load up my presets. Right, I did a clean install. So normal stuff, country change, prohibited. I'm going to turn on missions, but I think I'm going to... So missions are basically for tutorials, and I think they're a little bit too strong. When just used, you can cheese them basically. What I'm going to do is run missions for the start, just because I want to experience some more of the missions. I think I'm going to turn them off in like 1400 or something like that. Show all information. Let's allow any countries to be formed. That seems fun. AI colonization. I do want this to be only Western, I think. And it says we'll colonize, but that's not true because I had this setting on last time. And the Mali Empire was colonizing. So I think maybe it means colonize the New World or something. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't have this on, actually. Maybe I forgot. Dynamic rules for culture conversions. What are the other options? Only inside, present in country. Interesting. We're going to go dynamic, normal, Black Death. Yeah. Dynamic. Yep, that seems good. And they are the Romans. Okay. Good stuff. And yeah, dynastic naming is good. All right, rock and roll. This is going to be an edited series, so I will be pausing and unpausing recording based on when something exciting is happening. But let's get to grips with what's going on to start with. God, I've just finished playing a game where I had like hundreds and hundreds of ducats in income. This is quite a different step. Okay, so to start off with here, we are what tier are we? Are we a duchy? Where do you see this again? I forget. Yeah, here it is. We are a duchy. Okay, cool. So we'd like to become a kingdom at some point. We are somewhat decentralized, but centralizing. Interesting. Somewhat innovative, but traditionalizing. Somewhat humanist, but spiritualizing. Going towards plutocracy. We are on serfdom, but moving towards free subjects. Going towards conciliatory. Quality, defensive, naval. Whoa, very capital economy, but ticking towards traditional. So we need a little bit of more capital economy so we can hold on to this 60. Because getting to 60 this early would be very, very difficult. Because as long as we have some ticking towards capital economy, it will stay at 60. Okay. Then research-wise, I assume everyone in Europe basically starts with the same. Yeah, we have all the same researches that you normally start with. Fine. Slave convention we have yet to do. Okay. I think we are going to go humanist this game. Because, last game we went spiritualist. But I think humanist is good because the assimilation... I think assimilation is more impactful than conversion, is what I've found. Is there a downside to this, really? Slave output goes up, so that seems good. There's less promotion of unemployed slaves, less turning slaves into non-slaves. Fair enough. But yeah, we'll go with that. Looking at the trade situation. What's this? It's a navy, right? I don't want a navy. Let's rejig how we have these set up. Cool. Looking at the trade situation. We are present in what markets? Just these two at the moment? No, we have some presence in quite a few, actually. Okay, just a little bit. What are these coming from? We've got a bunch of trade offices around the place. Okay. Let's have a look at those. 10 capacity right out of the gates, pretty good. Okay, so we have some trade offices in quite a few different places. We'll be obviously looking to expand our number of trade offices quite early on, trying to improve relations. You've got to have 100 relations to build these. I think stuff also has to be within your trading range, but that'll be good. Cool, yeah, there'll be more of those to build for sure. We should be minting more, of course. And yeah, let's get some automated taxes going. Okay, so what is our goal for this campaign? What I want to do, I think, is colonize east. I want to try and establish trade with India. And we're going to do that by going around Africa, and we're going to try and do that by going via Cairo. One of my objectives is to try and conquer and dominate Egypt. I also want to get a bunch of trade ports in northern Africa, and I want to benefit from the decline of the Romans. I want to try and grab some land around here. Now, to do that, we're going to have to be able to establish some serious maritime presence so that we can actually support all of that stuff. Now, I didn't look into it last time. How impactful is trade advantage? So 2.9 trade advantage coming from this area. I assume it sums all the ones that are in the market. And then in this market, we have a 6% trade advantage. No, sorry, we have plus 6% to our trade advantage. But where is our actual trade advantage in this map shown? Sorry, in this region, I mean to say. Here it is. Okay, so we have 47 trade advantage. Now, I think that means if I want to buy something, I get to buy it, basically. And people with a higher trade advantage, yeah, we get to get their exports fulfilled first. If there's a limited supply, it gets just distributed by trade advantage. Yeah, so basically this means we're going to be able to trade what we want to trade. And if there's something that's in short supply, we're the ones that will get access to it. So we want to try and maintain our trade advantage, expand our power. I do eventually want to try and consolidate Italy. What I'm not going to do this campaign, because it is a little bit broken in the current patch, is get personal unions. Maybe I'll allow ourselves like one personal union at a time or something like that. But when we played as England, we just got personal unions. I mean, we got too many. I won't tell you because you haven't watched that series yet. I'll spoil it. But we got too many personal unions, basically. Okay. All right. Yeah. And of course, we have Republican tradition, which is new to us. Low Republican tradition. Plus 47. 76 is low. Wowza. That seems harsh. We're going to need to spend some more on cost of court, get that bumped up. Okie dokie. We have a fresh ruler, which gives us a buff. Ah, okay, so that's what the whole kind of actually going with the elections is going to give us. We have diarchic election, okay. But we rule for life. We are allowed royal marriages, and it allows nobility, burghers, and crown estates. Interesting. And can we just change that? No, the succession law is locked. Okay, cool. And we are in the HRE to start with, so we are going to be playing around with the HRE mechanics. We're ineligible to be the emperor, of course. Maybe in the fullness of time, we decide we don't want to be a republic. Is there an advantage to being this republic? Eligible characters are... These two dynasties get an advantage, and then it's by admin ability. Being the elected co-ruler. Okay. So can we find someone and then appoint them as the co-ruler? No, I guess maybe they get elected at some point, but we'll have to see how that works. Interesting. Starting off with pretty high, not crown power, republic power versus... other games are way more powerful burghers. Obviously, that makes sense. We have a lot of burghers relative to other types of pops in our country at the moment. Okay, good. I think we're off to the races. So the objective is unify up Italy, be on the cutting edge of technology, because we're where lots of the institutions will spawn early on, which will be nice for us. Try and spread our tendrils, trade as much as possible. And I want to try and colonize. I want to try and build a global trade network based on Genoa. It should be fun. Early rivals, probably Castile. They don't like us. Recently declared war. Okay, do we have a truce then? No. I think we are going to want to try and move against Venice's holdings over here. I don't have a lot of experience with how trade works, but I have to imagine if we are the only ones that has significant trade presence in this region, so if we can, for example, dislodge Venice, we're going to be able to export goods from the east to the west and make money on that arbitrage. And the less competition we have, the more effectively we're going to be able to do that. So that seems like the plan. Early threats. Who doesn't like me? Let's lock this. Nobody. Everybody around here loves me. Good stuff. Well, we'll have to be careful with who we rival. Early allies. Naples would be a strong ally, but just because they have a lot of people. They could potentially be quite useful to us. And we're going to need to build up our navy, of course, so that we can blockade people and not get blockaded ourselves, because being blockaded cripples your maritime presence a lot. Yes, right, that's the early rival, Aragon. So an early alliance that would rule would be Castile, but that's not that likely. The other thing we have to deal with is this, the Ghibellines. So we're in the Ghibellines, and then there's the Gulfs go down here. And we are in opposition. I believe the situation will fire shortly to explain how the heck that works. We should also raise up one regiment at least of permanent troops. Maybe some, I don't know, some footmen. They're not very good, but that's okay. So that we can have a member of our family in charge, like this guy here. Because having people in charge of armies and navies buffs up your power here. You can see you get 25% command split between, sorry, 25% power split between navy and army commanders. All right, let me make some initial moves and I'll get back to you. One thing worth taking a look at here, we do have some unique reforms. So burghers and nobles are happier and 10% more maritime advantage, trade advantage. And then we have the Diarchy Republic here. So this is, I think we do want to get rid of this, honestly, because 0.2 stability decay is terrible. Just because we get, I mean, 25% trade capacity is really good, don't get me wrong. I wish you could see what other reforms were available without getting rid of something. But, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save and then get rid of it, just so we can see what the other options would be. Because I am curious. So what else is on the table here? Progress to naval would be nice. Proximity through port. Monthly dev growth. That's nice. The fact that we're no longer a Diarchy Republic there, by the way, does that mean I can change our succession law? It actually does. Okay. Oh, the screen is very bugged out. Possibly because I haven't unpaused since getting rid of it. Let's just unpause a second. Let a month tick. Hopefully that fixes it. Nope. Okay, I'll bug report that. No worries. So we could do 4-year terms. That would be quite good, wouldn't it? Because just having it based on admin military div. Although if our ruling family keeps swapping, that would be annoying, because then you'd struggle to keep your crown power high. So no, I think we probably are happy with the original one, actually, the Diarchy Republic. We'll probably keep that. But moving to something with some crown power, perhaps? Yeah, and some of these actually force particular elections. That's interesting. This one basically means, yeah, having any parent as the current ruler increases it. A state enrichment. That's a stat I haven't used yet. How much of a state can withhold from their taxable income each month? Interesting. Ooh, this also adds a possible government reform. So this is kind of no loss. Interesting. This seems like a really good one, actually. Because we get cheaper cabinet costs, more prestige, less state enrichment, and you can just slot in another one because you have this one. That seems good. Seems very good. Nothing giving us tax efficiency. That could be good as well. And yeah, I mean, the trade capacity is really good, don't get me wrong. But like right now, what are we making off a quick bit of auto taxation? So that will, you know, getting rid of that will cost us like 3 ducats a month, which is very substantial early on. Diplo rep is good. Progress to naval, proximity through core. It's only 5, it's 5%, not 5. So yeah, I feel like, although yeah, let me look at Merchant Republic. Oh no, this is the way to go. This is the way to go. Yeah. Foreign building cost minus 50% is insane. We're going to be building lots of foreign trade posts. Trade maintenance down, trade capacity up 50%. We integrate places slower. That's fine. Integration is very rarely the limiting factor, in my experience. And it still gives you the possible trading, and it gives you this. Yes, no, we're taking this. Absolutely. It doesn't even force a particular government form, so we can stay with our whatchamacallit, this one, which means I think we're basically going to bounce between these two dynasties, thereby keeping the two dynasties, you know, we'll keep doing marriages with them and stuff, keep their numbers relatively high, and we'll get relatively good people because we're focusing on people with better abilities. Nice. Today, Venice embraces being a merchant republic. I'll go out to that save and do it from there, so we didn't waste that month. So looking at reforms and stuff, I've actually given one to the nobles, which is unthinkable, but they're not that strong, so I think it's okay. And it gives us some innovative and monthly republican tradition. Pretty nice. I've also given one to the clergy to give us a little bit more centralization. I've not given any to the burghers, and the reason is there's actually some here that I want to get rid of. This one, for example. Because individualism doesn't seem that good to me. Pop migration speed, army morale, navy morale. Pop migration is useful for basically urbanization, but it's not a huge deal, I think, early on. So I think I'm actually going to go for communalism. Not hard on communalism, but some on communalism. So happier estates means you can tax them more, less people joining rebels, seems good. So I want to remove that. I also want to remove this, trade with monopolies. Burgers' trade capacity goes up, but our trade capacity goes down. Now, I don't know how you see how much the burgers are trading. So there's no real way for me to understand how much that money that's generating for the crown. And if we're only taxing 29%, right, I want to be taxing the... I want to be taxing the money... I want to be doing the trade myself, basically. I want to be getting money directly from the trade via crown power. So I want to get rid of that. And then this, obviously, I think we'd probably let them have that. Although, I mean, 50%. We'd probably try and get to 100% plutocracy and then get rid of this. But the thing is, I don't want to give them any more privileges because the more privileges I give them, the more expensive it's going to be to take privileges away from them, basically. Because there are others I definitely want. We definitely want this. We probably want this. What else? We probably want this in the fullness of time. This. Definitely want this. This. There's lots that we want, basically, but we're only going to give it to them once we've gotten rid of some of their others. So I've already tanked our stability. That's okay. We'll pay for that to come back again. And then we'll try and revoke those privileges and go from there. And then we can give out the new privileges. The other thing we're going to do with our council early on is power into trying to push these to where we want them to be. So now innovative is going to hold. So that's good. We will be able to hold on to our existing 45 innovatism. And we are moving towards free subjects. We will want to push even further towards free subjects, which will be nice. Now, naval is an interesting one. In the previous game, as England, we really wanted to go land because we were doing more trade over land than by sea because we were doing lots of trade with Italy via France. But as Genoa, obviously, we're going to want to be using trade range over sea. So we're fine with cranking that. Capital economy is the only one we haven't managed to hold on to so far. So maybe I do give the burghers one more just in order to hold on to that capital economy. Is there anything that gives me 0.1 capital economy? I really don't want to have to give them 2. There's nothing though. Damn. Well, I'll look into that. Maybe there's some other way that we can... Although if it's only going by 0.02, it's only 1 every 4 years. Yeah. But I don't want to make them that much stronger. I think we'll give them this. Because it's only 0.05, but it gives us a production efficiency and it's only 33% stronger. That seems okay. And that will hold our capital economy progress a little bit more steady. Cool. And then, yes, we will obviously try and push towards decentralization so that we can get the... hover over the right place to get that extra crown power going. That will be very helpful. And yeah, we are currently rocketing towards spiritualists, so I guess we should also be looking to potentially strip some privileges away from the clergy. We've only got 1 giving spiritualist. Where's the rest of our spiritualism coming from? Yes, our laws. Well, we'll be looking to change those as we go through our first few parliaments, basically. But for now, it's about setting up trade, getting our economy on the right foot, beginning to look at buildings. So we basically, in terms of cities, we have Genoa. Is there any cities on Corsica? Not that we own. And then, are any of these cities, these places that we have over here? No. Okay, so it's interesting. I mean, mechanics-wise, these places are kind of almost useless for trade, which is weird, right? I mean, it lets us base ships over here, I guess. Kaffa is... Oh, it's actually a whole city. Okay, excellent. Well, we're going to want to annex Kaffa. Oh, we can do it right away. Interesting. How much control can we get over here? Like, none, right? Yeah, none. We're going to need basically maritime presence all the way there to be able to productively annex this place. But hopefully we do get some money from this subject at least. Yeah, a touch of cash. Okay. I think that's mostly it on the government front early on. Don't worry, the economy looks bad, but it's just because trade hasn't started up yet. Cool. So early rivals, Sicily, partly because they're rival to Naples, so hopefully that will encourage Naples to have fond feelings towards us, and also these guys, because they rivaled us. So that seems like a suitable enemy early on. In fact, they haven't got many men, according to this. We could go to war with them early. 7,000 levies. Go beat these guys up. Could be good. Could be good. Allow us to get a bit of money off them, maybe? Yeah, maybe try that. Jesus Christ. Just notice how many people live here. 163,000! You can put a lot of marketplaces in this thing. Hell yeah, that's going to be a focus early on. Alright, and here we go. The political landscape of Italy. The Guelphs and Ghibellines have been fighting over dominance of Italy for multiple centuries since the investiture... I can never say this word. The investiture controversy pitted the Pope and the Holy Roman Empire against each other. The Guelphs support the royal papal authority. The Ghibellines are considered imperial loyalists. That's us. Spiraling beyond their initial positions, both sides represent a diversity of interests. Interesting times ahead of us. It's possible to align with the papal states or the Holy Roman Empire in the struggle for dominance. Okay, so we can leave the faction. We can request aid. Oh yeah, by the way, this requirement's not met thing. Oh, it's working this time. Never mind. If we're at war and with a leader, we can request aid. Okay. We can sanction the papacy, which gives less tithes. We get sanction of the papacy. Okay. We have to be the leader of the Ghibellines. And we can petition for imperial support if we're the leader. How do we become the leader? Presumably by being the strongest. And you make progress through the fraction of the total tax base of all members. Okay. And it can end when you have at least 100% progress, or we hit the age of discovery, age 3. Okay. Cool. And obviously we want it to end in our favor, so we're going to try and work on increasing our tax base. That's fine. We were going to do that anyway. I've also set up this defensive pact so that we're a little bit insulated, especially against some potential Beyliks, because here is another situation. The rise of the Turks. So they're going to try and consolidate up and cause problems for us, but we will endeavour to play them off against each other and keep some balance over there. Damn it. Remember we had 160,000? Bloody smallpox. On the bright side, we're building a Republican Assembly, which will give us monthly Republican tradition and efficiency of the cabinet. Very nice. Ooh, and Bohemia has become the emperor. That's good. Bohemia is going to be a much, much better, stronger defender of northern Italy against the influence of the Pope. It's an excellent turn of events. Oh man, this is going to be good. So we're down to 13 ducats for a trade office because it's being modified down by a lot. Can I actually see what it's being modified down by? There's the base. The base cost is right here. We go. The base cost is 15. It's multiplied by 0.3 because we've got 50% and then all of this. But we can get another minus 20% from the trade office network. The question is, would I rather have that, or would I rather go sortition for the tax efficiency? And I think I'd rather do this, because if this lowers it to 10%, that's bonkers. If it doesn't, then I'll just replace it with something else. But can you imagine 10% for a trade office? We're going to trade so much. Oh, this is interesting. So the Doge died. We do not currently have a Doge. We're ruled through an election administration. Temporarily worse stability. But now I imagine, like, the election happens? When does the election happen? Surely, well, why not right away? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So we have an election. Oh, we get to choose! The Doge is dead. Long live the Pope. New Doge. It says that we've gained someone. It's time. Oh, it's time for the patricians to gather and come to a vote. Okay. They've made their decision. Okay. So right now it's this guy, and they like us for that. But actually, we get a choice. Cool. I wish it just displayed all of them and their stats rather than having to hover over each, but still, that's pretty cool. And we want someone with what? Basically admin. Admin is most important. Military least important, I'd say, probably. Admin followed by Diplo. So what do we got? 50, 50, 40, 69, 50. There we go. We'll have him. And then we can pick a co-ruler. Now, co-rulers are likely to be elected as the next ruler. But we got to pick who the next ruler is. So what do you mean likelihood of being elected? Oh, and here we have to go down 2 tiers in order to see their stats. Oh, well. That's, yeah, I don't quite understand what's going on there. Doge, the guy that the game thought it was going to be. Well, he's got okay admin stats. None of these are that inspiring. I think we'll go with this guy just because he's got, you know, in the silver for both important stats. We'll appoint him. The other limitation I'm going to place on myself with missions is that we're only allowed to do each mission tree once. You can do them repeatedly, and in doing so, like you can get infinite development, you can get infinite stability. It's crazy. But so we're just going to do each mission tree once. Something else has occurred to me that we should definitely do, and I'm going to get started on this right away. I just have this feeling we're going to want a bunch of hospitals. So I'm going to build a hospital in both of my towns right away. So far, we've literally just been building trade buildings, and it's insane how much money we're already able to make, which is awesome. We have massive trade range. Let me see if I can show trade range. Doesn't seem like I can show trade range, unfortunately. Oh well. But yeah, we're trading with people. I mean, we're trading with Dublin right now. So we've got some serious potential customer base going on here. Oh, we're trading. We trading now. 4 ducats. 4 ducats to buy ourselves. Let's just remind ourselves. 0.2 trade advantage and 0.3 trade capacity. And that's 0.3 trade capacity before it's modified. So we take a look somewhere where we already have it, like this one in Naples, for example. This building is giving us, oh, I can't see it that way, it's giving us 0.3, right, in Naples. Okay, but then we go to Naples and we see, we get plus, oh, trade monopolies minus 25. Oh yeah, that's the one there, right? I remember. But we're using, so we get plus 50, so plus 25, plus 35, plus 45, sorry, plus 40, plus 45. So this is actually 1.4 something, right? Per building. Per building. And they cost 4. I was just thinking about the marketplaces as being practically overpowered in terms of how much money they give us. This thing is going to go buck wild. We're going to build a lot of these. We're going to be doing lots of improving relations and lots of building trade offices. Okay, welcome to the Renaissance. Let's take a look here. Which way do we want to go? Match literacy 5% does seem so, I mean, that seems crazy good, right? What are we at right now? That's a 33% increase in literacy. It's bonkers. Legislative efficiency is nothing. Cost of court down is nice. Bank interest is nothing. Mercenary rates is nothing. That's nothing. It's okay, but it's not amazing. That's okay, but not amazing. Now this could be useful to us. Religious war causes belly would allow us to start crusading around the place. That could be helpful. Anti-piracy leagues, it's okay. Monthly diplomats, fine. The March subject type. I haven't looked at this yet. Strength impact on Overlord is minus 100%. Okay, so they don't mind if you're weak relative to them. Cannot be annexed. You can build stuff. Okay. The subject, you get 10% of their income rather than 20%, and they get a buff. That's okay. I mean, not that useful. Causes belly creation speed. Again, it's fine. It's nice. Market attraction. 10% advantage. Okay. High privateers. That could be interesting. That's pretty good. I think it's, 5% literacy. And expected cost of court is nice. I assume the military side is just never going to be interesting, basically. I mean, sure, this is all fine, but have you considered just having unspeakable quantities of money? I think we're going to go admin focus this time. Seems appropriate. And obviously we'll be hoping to get the Renaissance spawning relatively soon, which will be nice. Do I want to switch straight over to this? Probably, because we are looking to revoke some privileges in the immediate future. Do I urgently need anything else from this tree? I would like the construction speed to finish. Max RGO in rural, not that important. This is nice to have, but not need to have. Ooh, I didn't notice there's a unique Genoese galley. 0.08. Oh no, it's trash. 12 guns is a lot of guns, though. Oh, it says relative to the base. That's cool. 12 guns, but only 0.08 maritime presence. When these... Oh no, these things also give 0.08. Okay, never mind. Yeah, well, we will get that then. That seems good. How early do the new galleys come? Well, I guess it's moot because they're under banking, aren't they? No. There's Hulk. Where are the new galleys? Here it is. They actually have more guns than the Mediterranean galleys. Okay, yeah, we will get this before we go into Renaissance stuff. But then, yeah, we definitely want certainly scholarly treaties. And then, not sure. Peasant levy. These do 10% more damage, more strength damage specifically. Probably rushing the Mediterranean galley for the extra maritime presence. And if we're going to rush the Mediterranean galley, it doesn't really make sense to get the Genoese galley. And honestly, institution growth, they're going to spawn so close to us. I'm not sure this matters early on. So maybe we go straight in here, get this, because this, I think the cost of maintaining these galleys is very similar, but that is 50% more naval presence per galley. That's a lot. So let's go straight down to that, I think. And then expected cost of court is probably worth getting, making the burghers happier. Yeah, I think expected cost of court would be good. And then we'll take it from there once that gets researched, I think. So I think this will be our war, actually, against Arborea. We've got some more of Sardinia to claim. It says Parliament-approved claims on province. Weirdly, I was able to fabricate that even without a Parliament claim. I think just because we have a core on some of their land. Now, they have allied this person. They've allied a whole bunch of people that neighbour us. And I don't think these people have very many troops. Let's see what there is to see on the country screens. They've got 1,000. They got 1,000. So I'm going to try and make some relatively big plays. I assume if you don't full call someone, I don't actually know this, but I assume if you don't full call them, yeah, it costs less to take their land. So we're going to full call people, not ones that let us call in that many, but Montferrat has too many allies, probably. But will this be doable? Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. I think this could be a doable fight. We're slightly weaker than them, but I think we're going to be more united early on. I will do a little save. Just in case. Just because I don't want to restart from the beginning over one bad choice here, but let's give this a go. So, pay the men. Don't do this automatically, but pay the men. Actually, do forts automatically. And raise the levies. Got 6,000. God, that's a lot of naval levies. Slow the game way down. And let's see if we can make some moves here. In fact, who has the biggest army? It's annoying that you can't go straight to the country screen by right-clicking. That'd be convenient. You got 12,000. You got 1,000. It's Montferrat, isn't it? So what if I march straight in with my professional army into the capital of Montferrat, with our Doge leading the charge, of course, and see if we can stand on their capital before they can raise their levies? That would be funny. Whoops. I did accidentally declare war on someone who was in our defensive alliance. My bad. But yeah, let's try... I mean, can I occupy your capital with 100 men? No, it's slightly more, but let's march straight into Montferrat and see if we can prevent them from raising their levies. It would be quite funny. It looks like these guys are not raising their levies. Maybe because they're worried about how close they are to my troops. In which case, I mean, I understand the fear, the mighty Genoese. would inspire fear in the bravest of men, but it seems short-sighted because now I'm gonna carpet siege this whole place before you even get a chance to respond, which is funny, but not necessarily to your advantage. No, now they are trying to raise up some levies, but I think we're going to be able to stop them. These guys might be able to get their levies raised in time, but if they do, 1500 will probably still beat them. Let's get everywhere siege down early on. 2 more here. Can't split this because there are no subunits to split. Yep, fair enough. Go after this capital, actually. I think we might be able to get away with not having to fight anyone on the... Oh god, look how many freaking fishing boat levies we can get. It's a shame these guys don't have maritime presence stats, so we could use them to buff that up in the meantime. Don't worry about this other CB, by the way. It's just an insult from one of Savoy's subjects, which we definitely don't want to act on. Can't believe we're getting away with this. So what are we going to do in this war? Well, I mean, I think it's going to look like we're going to take a substantial amount of land. We have cores on this bit, so it's going to cost like next to no aggressive expansion. So we're going to be able to take quite a bit, I think. Ooh, an army. Damn, where did that come from? Are we going to be able to get in there in time? You're not getting there very fast. Can you move here, please? Be there on the 10th. I think we'll be able to win this in that time. I should have probably balanced some units a bit better, but come on. Yes! Okay, we got there in time. Very nice. Still taking some... God, that battle's going really slowly because there's so few people in it. They also slowed down battles since our last campaign. So you are fleeing this way. So I imagine you're going to stop here and get stack wiped. Unless you just go 1 province over and get stack wiped. Let's see. Where are you going? Get these sieges. Are you fleeing this way? I think you're going to... Ah, there is... Oh, I did miss these 2 provinces. Okay. Cool. Well, that means you're fleeing here then, almost certainly. Cool. Let's go after them. I like the 3D-ness of the map. It's obviously exaggerated to real life, but it's cool. I like it. Ooh, careful. Don't lose your 100 professional soldiers by just leaving them out to dry. So where are they? Oh, they fled up here. Okay. Well, let's just get their country sieged then. Got this guy. How many men have they raised? 700. They are doing some sieging. That won't do. Let's get our transports. Send this 1,000 over and they can deal with the ones in Sardinia. With them dispatched down to Sardinia, we should just about have this war in the bag. And start saying, yeah, gonna be branching out. Oh, we can take a lot this war. Very good stuff. Send these guys down. Oh, they've got on a boat. 5 transport ships, huh? That was a bad idea. Send your galleys against them while sending the transport ships around the other way. And yes, we stack wiped them immediately. They gained a lot of experience, those dead ships. Oh, get wrecked. Good stuff. So, last few sieges here. And then that's job a good one, basically. We just need to get some sieges over here on main section of the island. You didn't just... Hey, you're moving your troops. Did you just declare on them? Are you piggybacking on my war? No. They're at war with France. Really? France, you're in the 100 Years' War and you're attacking Aragon. Interesting. Over what? Show superiority. It's a no thing. France no CB ward Aragon. That's interesting. I wonder what made them decide to do that. Whether there is any logic to it. Where's the capital? There it is. It's nice only having to capture the capital provinces, for sure, because there's so many more provinces in EU4 than, sorry, in EU5 than EU4. It's good that you don't have to siege them all down individually. That would That would take quite some time. God, the battles are so much slower now. I think I preferred the fast battles. They are less dramatic, though, I guess. Ooh, we lost. They raise another 6,000 men. Crap. Right, bring over... We'll have to bring over some more. This 1,000 should be fine. Though I would rather they didn't damage my land. Let's grab a general, though he's not going to be ready in time. Come to diplomacy. Nuts. I have to spend more money to counteract that. It's amazing how much of your money you end up spending on diplomacy. I don't know if that's particularly realistic. Oh, we lost as well. I'm a goober. It's okay though. 100 pops is not that consequential in the grand scheme of things. We're not maintaining our forts, which is why that went so fast. That loss there, I mean. There's the stack wipe. Now as soon as we get this, that should be 100%. I think. We can go back to our, you know, our Anno game. Just building up trade. New outbreak. Another one. In Genoa. Why did I lose stability? When did I lose stability? Was it the influenza rocking up? 141,000. Measles! You kidding me? Measles again? Measles and influenza? Stop killing all my people. Oh, they raised up more men. Okay, we'll go beat them up, get some army tradition. And Renaissance has appeared in Parma. Cool, that means all the institutions have now spawned. And they are all spreading to us nice and quickly. Ah, except the Renaissance, because we couldn't apparently have spawned the Renaissance. Interesting. We're probably going to have to wait then. Oh yeah, I know a trick now. So you go on this screen. And then you hover over the one that you want to highlight, in this case Renaissance. And then you open the institution screen. Excuse me, what did I make it? Is it control? I think I made it Control T or something silly. Control I? What did I make it? Yeah, it was Control I. So there we go. We can see where it spawns, and we'll be able to see where it's spreading in a minute. But that's pretty close to us. That should spread to us pretty quickly, which is nice indeed. I want to check why I lost that stability. When was it when I declared... Oh, it's because I called Montferrat into the war and I was allied to him. Probably. Bollocks. That's my bad. That will delay some of my privilege revoking plans. Crap. Oh well. So, peace deal wise, something like this. No, that would destroy us. But what about if we don't take the other bit here, and we take a bit less in here? Oh, this is over 100% as well, actually. So that's not feasible. Oh, I've got to make sure oh, does it not show you who's a co-belligerent? That's annoying. Does it not cost more? Where are the non-co-belligerents? Who's not a co-belligerent? How do you tell who's a co-belligerent? Is there no way to tell? Does it even make a difference? It's supposed to. Interesting. Well, we want to take some of these high population cities for sure. They're all going to be in the Genoa market, of course. So just taking the land over here is only 26. This one is 31. That really makes me feel like they're not a co-belligerent. The war goal is increasing it. It's a big part of that country, which increases it. Interesting. Duchy versus county increases it. Well, I think it's going to look something like this, maybe. That puts just a few over the 50. That's a nice little gain for us. We get 2 more cities. And why take this one? The marble's nice. We haven't got any marble yet. And it's on the coast. Oh, wait. No, it's actually not on the coast. Or is it? No, yeah, that is the coast. It's got one of these little docks. We definitely want more maritime presence. Although, do we actually get any maritime presence out of a non-town? There's quite a lot of people here, though. We could turn this into a town quite easily. And it's got fishing villages. So I think that is probably what we want to do. I can't believe you can't tell who's a co-belligerent. I know, hang on, I know Montferrat is not a co-belligerent. Because calling them in would have called in everyone else. So what if we take these two? That is still quite a lot of people, but it's not completely unacceptable. How expensive is this one? This is 13. This is 12. So that's slightly better. I don't think we can do it, unfortunately. We'll have to take Asti at some point in the future. It feels, yeah, you really can't see who's co-belligerent. That's so, I mean, it seems so unlikely. Does it show up in the antagonism? It would be, I guess it would be in the next tier down. No, I don't think so. But yeah, I think we have to not take this. Can we take this? We'll do something like this. I think it has got to be this. But yeah, and then money. Oh god, it's such an inconsequential amount of money. Could we vassalize the rest? No, not really. Culture-wise, yeah, we would like to improve the cultural relation with Sardinia, ideally. But, and Corsica for that matter. Maybe we should release like this tile as a subject and then improve the cultural relation we have with Corsican. That would actually be quite a good idea, I think. In the meantime, we should still accept Corsican. And probably Greek. We can fit it just as tolerated. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. But yeah, we should probably release a little subject here. Okay. Right, I'm going to go and bug report the fact you can't see who co-belligerent is. And it doesn't seem to have any impact. So I don't really understand. But cool. And then this, I think, is the peace deal. And we will, I mean, it's a pathetic amount of money, but we will take the cash. And yeah, coalition, inconsequential. Yeah. Boom. This peace offer is enforceable. Boom. Good stuff. 2 new cities. Oh no, Toronto, this isn't a city? Oh nuts, I thought this was a city. I don't think we could have got out of it 2 cities ever. One new, sorry, not a new city, a new town in which we can start building marketplaces. Let's go. Marketplaces, my beloved. Here comes the Black Death. Let's see how many we lose. 643,000 at the beginning. And we can't isolate the country, but I can at least check why now. A neighboring country has to have bubonic plague, and you have to have not controlled the food market. And we can procure remedies as soon as we have the money. Okay, so we will want to procure remedies as soon as possible. Also, since this is going to give us some Republican tradition, let's temporarily stop paying for the costs of court. Yep. It appeared in our capital instantly before we could isolate the country. That's unfortunate. We should probably move our court into isolation. It'll annoy everyone and lose us some of the stability that we just can't seem to keep. Do we want to ban exporting foodstuffs? No, I don't think so. I don't really see why we would want to be honest. Do we want to find the culprits with more traditionalists, or do we want to sponsor mass forgiveness? I think sponsoring mass forgiveness seems good, and there's some stability back for us. And we have got I think I got a hospital going here. Yeah, we've got a hospital in all of our main cities for all the good that will do us. Disease outbreak, or no, we're not giving food to prevent attrition for our 100-man army. Although, you know what we should do? Let's put a noble in charge of the army. You know what we could do? Yeah. Let's put our king out at sea. He won't die out there, right? Copium. What are you short of? Employees. Right, okay, fine. What's this, by the way? Burger Mansion. Cool. We need more paper. More books, rather. So we're going to keep working on that. Yeah, give me some more. Give me some more books. So hopefully we're not going to lose too many people. We'll find out who's died. Yeah, have have mercy on us. A councillor. That is unfortunate. He was our admin guy, I think. Diplo 96 admin. Oh, but look at this guy. 7880. He's cracking. He can work on getting us towards centralization. How many people we lost so far? Not many. But it's only 0.07 present. It will get much worse. We've been building trade. The only limitation on how much trade stuff we're able to build is actually our relations with people. Beyond that, we're building them at basically best pace anywhere that they can be employed. And our overseas trading posts have also flourished around the Mediterranean, which is nice. But here we go. I think this is going to be the month where it kicks off. Let's see. Oh, still only up to 0.2. Not many dead yet. We're working on getting trade going in Venice and in France. Venice, because I just kind of like the idea of stealing some of their trade. After that, we should probably do, like, Bohemia, maybe? Getting some trade up here. And then maybe England as well, because I think England is actually in range. We'll see. We can upgrade 2 things at once. We should be doing that in the city. That's one of the perks of cities, I think, right? Yeah. Can you build? No, yeah, you can't build 2 things at once in towns. That's right. How are we doing, Genoa? It's gone? What? I think it might come back. How is it gone already? And it moved us out of hiding. But let's just sponsor mass forgiveness again. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's weird. Oh, it's back. It's back again. Or maybe this is giving us time to build resistance. I don't know. And yep, the army now has it. That's weird. Why would it come and then go again? I guess it's coming just because there's a little bit of trade, basically, between where it currently has spread. Oh god, that was a big one. Where it's currently spread and Genoa. Now there's going to be substantially more trade, so it's probably going to come back. I thought we got just insanely lucky. And it was just not going to hit us, but that would have been rather incredible, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's 1,000 dead already. And others presumably spreading. Yeah. But there's more developing to be done. What are you short? Employees. That's fine. You'll employ up. Well, lots of these places are not employed. Maybe because they wouldn't be profitable? Surely you would be profitable, though. Anyway. A cathedral? Sure. Let's buy a cathedral. Also, I'm going to build a town rather, here. So we can start getting a bit better market access in this region. And in fact, with that in mind, maybe some fishing villages. No, it's not fishing villages, it's trade villages that give... Don't one of these give a little bit of... I guess there's maritime presence from this, but I was thinking of... what's the word? I was thinking of harbour size, but I don't think you actually get those. You are calling me in. So, well, you have started. No? Does that lower my alliance? Does that break my alliance? I don't think it does, interestingly. So, just no. I won't come help. Spreading properly now. Still only 3%. The hospital's doing what it can. Okay, now it's hitting us. We're down to 106,000 people. Resistance is climbing, though. Oof, down to 97,000 people. Deficits. Serious deficits. We've got lots of peasants to promote, so it's okay. It'll come back. But, oh, another hit. 90,000. Oh, my God. It's pretty devastating. We might want to start building more granaries, because the higher food stockpile you have, the more pop growth you have. An election in the HRE. I wonder how that happens. Yeah, our income is tanking as all of these buildings stop being worked in. Everyone's a risk. Yeah, we'll allow it. Lose a little bit of army tradition, that's okay. Ooh, and we are actually into the negatives now. Let's Let's cheapen our stability spend, I think. Yikes. That hurts. That does hurt. But our resistance is growing. Oh my god, down to 77,000. Man, that sucks. 77,000, 75,000. Oh my goodness me. We're at half. We're at less than half the pop that we started the game with in Genoa. Oh my goodness. But our resistance is approaching 100% now. And yeah, still short books in this market. Sure, we'll build some more books. I shouldn't really be sending money because we are in debt. I would like to get out of debt, ideally. But oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. 70,000. That's been pretty brutal. How many did we lose? 200,000, but so many of them were in the city. Market. No, I'll take the stability, I think. Which actually, let's finish the capable cabinet thing finally. Yes, a high era. That's what I feel like. Lots of prosperity in this era of Genoa. What should we do next? How about infrastructure efforts? Sure. And get some development in the capital. That's nice. How much development do we have, by the way? 40. It's pretty high. Obviously, yeah. Lowering at the moment because this place is in serious trouble. Some legitimacy and Republican tradition. Good. But yes, at least Genoa is now clear of the plague. Oh my goodness. What a blight. What a blight upon the world it is. Population finally back on the rise. We went a little bit into debt, not terribly, but yeah, income halved. Fully halved by this madness. And also we have all these other expenses. So the situation is somewhat dire, but we're back on the up and up. Promotion is happening. It's going to take some time, a couple of years, for the burgher population to recover, but we have plenty of peasants to promote, so it's all good there. That blank out of blank, yeah, that's available for employment, isn't it? Yeah, fine. We can actually fit some more silk gathering here as well. Let's do that. But yeah, looking on the up, and we have a urbanization parliament, which is nice. We are getting a new city here. It's a lumber province, so I don't mind getting a city there. It doesn't have any. Oh no, it does actually have a natural harbor. Nice. Anywhere there's a natural harbor, basically, we're going to give a city. So I keep getting all these situations where I can turn everything into a town. Do I want to turn this place into a town as well? I feel like I probably do. Because just an obscene number of towns centered here, and then we feed them with food that we import, right? That seems good. 300 ducats, though. How much does it cost to upgrade normally? It only costs 4. There's only 100 ducat off. I do get some centralization, though. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. We're getting really nice centralization from this mission, where you get like a year of extra ticked progress. My tip for those, if you want to use the missions, though I do suggest you only use it for like your first 1 or 2 campaigns, which is all I'm doing, is you increase your centralization to as much as you can, then you fire the mission, and you have someone also pushing centralization at the same time, so you get the most out of it. And this mission also has, what is it? All roads lead to Genoa, which we've not completed yet, which gives us 10 extra centralization, which of course we will do after we've completed the encouraging centralization push. Actually, does that make, no, this doesn't make a difference when we do it, does it? Might as well do it now, because there's no decay. And we're pushing at 0.9, and we're not going to get it to 94. Normally, you only want to click things that actually raise it once you're at your limit, but we're not going to be able to get to 0.94 before this runs out. So that's fine. There we go. The Black Death's over. We lost 240,000 people, including basically from Black Death plus that measles outbreak, we lost 90,000 people in the capital. Youch. 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 What is that? A bench? Artisan guilds. Okay. Just looks like a bench. What does this give? Burger power production efficiency. Fair enough. We have managed to get, on the bright side, up to 71 centralization, which is honestly crazy good for being able to be there already. I wonder if we can push capital economy anymore. No, definitely not. fair enough. There's probably some other stuff we could push, like innovative is actually slipping towards traditionalist. That's not good. We're going to need to make some legal changes for sure. We're also, when we have the money on hand, able to embrace the next institution, which is nice. But we will do that and more in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the start of this series. If you're watching this, then many more episodes of this series are currently live on YouTube for channel members. So if you want to get access early, then and you want to support the channel, by all means do. If you don't, that's totally fine. And I'll see you when the next one comes out. Bye-bye.